Ladies and gentlemen, tonight for the biggest sports jackpot in television history, $65,000. From the Hollywood Legion Lanes, Steve Nagy meets Ronnie Gaudern, the winner to challenge the King of the Hill, Earl Johnson. You'll also be seeing a famous guest comedian roll a ball for his favorite charity. It's Jackpot Bowling, starring Milton Berle, and brought to you by Miracle Mild Phillies, the best-selling cigars in the USA, featuring Miracle Mild Philly Cheroots, slick on the draw and about as big as your trigger finger. And by Brunswick, the #1 name in bowling. Now, here he is, your host, Milton Berle.
Thank you and welcome. Welcome to Jackpot Bowling, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter. Don't let ever be said that Burl didn't say something first. Oh, before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, a flash just came over the air. The snow has melted in the east, and they just found New York. Boy, what a blizzard that was. Well, I have only one thing to say to all you Easterners. I know you were dreaming of a white Christmas, but that was ridiculous. Of course, that's not all the news from back east. In New York, Jimmy Durante just got married, and I think that's wonderful. Don't you think that's wonderful? Jimmy Durante got married. I'm very happy about it. He's a wonderful guy. Really. Now, if we can only find a nice girl for his nose. In fact, I want to tell you, I went to New York for the wedding, and Jimmy was so cute. I asked him if he was planning to have a large family. He said, no, just her mother and her father. Oh, boy, what a wedding. Everybody was there. Zsa Zsa Gabor, she showed up with Georgie Jessel. They made up, you know. In fact, for the holiday, she gave him a $500 gift certificate. Really, it's good at any men's shop in any Arab country. How about that battle between Gabor and Jessel? Believe me, it'll go down in history. It was the first time Zsa Zsa had a fight with a man before Christmas. And while I was in New York, I decided to do some Christmas shopping at Macy's, and boy, was that store crowded. And those women, they buy anything. When I got to the toy department, I saw Santa Claus standing in his underwear. Some dame bought a suit. It was so funny. Santa Claus said to a little boy who was lost, he says, what do you want, Sonny? The kid said, I want my sister. Santa Claus said, you got the wrong guy. She goes with Santa Claus at Gimbals. Crazy thing. But if you think the department stores are busy, you should see what's going on at the post office. They put on thousands of new clerks. Really, Chick, they did. I mean, really. Even my brother Frank got a job, but they had to let him go. Every time they handed him a package, he said, for me? But I'll tell you one thing, the post office is doing a tremendous job. This Christmas is wonderful, and a lot of credit goes to our Postmaster General, who only 3 days ago said to one of his employees, fragile schmagile, throw it on the floor, Charlie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now, before we start our first match, ladies and gentlemen, between Steve Nagy and Ronnie Gaudern, let's take a few minutes, and a few seconds, I should say, to talk about the best-selling, best-smoking.
The West means Pony Expressin' the mail, a train of wagons a-hittin' the trail, the iron horse with its big toot-toot, and the West means smoking a Philly cheroot, a Philly cheroot. Cheroots have flavor that brings a smile, a pack of pleasure that's Western style, a shape that's new and is sure to suit. You're really smoking when you smoke a cheroot, a Philly cheroot.
Partner, put a pack of pleasure in your pocket. Miracle Mild, Philly cheroots, 5 for $28.
Oh, boy. Oh, these cheroots are great. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's bowling time. And right after our first match, one of America's top comedians will drop by to roll a ball for his favorite charity. And in this first game, you'll see Steve Nagy bowl against young Ronnie Gordern, the winner to challenge our King of the Hill, Earl Johnson, for tonight's giant jackpot worth $65,000. Gentlemen, the lanes are all yours. Take it away and good luck. It's all yours, Chick Hearn.
Well, thank you very much, Milton. Hi again, everybody. Don't forget now in Jackpot Bowling, we bowl for strikes only. 6 consecutive strikes by either or both men in our regulation 9-frame match in this first game would get that man or those men $5,000 apiece. From St. Louis, Missouri, one of the greats of all time, Steve Nagy.
Steve on lane 32 is 47 years old, 5 feet 10, married to Helen. 15-year-old daughter, Sandra Fay. The mixer, the 4-pin wiggles but won't go down. All right, young Ronnie Gordern, 6'4", 180 pounds, 25 years old, and there's the strike. 1-0, end of a frame. $5,000 jackpot. Steve Nagy here just finished third in the World Invitational Match Game Championships in Chicago to Don Carter and Joe Joseph. Steve's 64-game average, 208. He went over to the Brooklyn side and couldn't mix them up. Our PA is off here at the Hollywood Legion Lanes. Johnny Clare's our official referee as Ronnie Gordern fires. Hey, a double! 4 more for $5,000. Now Steve Nagy, who was the 1952 and 1955 Bowler of the Year. There it is. Oh, he set that one in there beautiful. 2-1. Let's hope they both get 6 in a row. Then they would both get the jackpot. Gordern, second to Don Carter in the Memphis PBA this year. Mix them up. The 5-9 remains standing, so it's 2-1. Gordern over Nagy, end of 3. Both men still alive on the $5,000 jackpot. Steve Nagy here, All-American many times. A constant Philly cigar smoker. Look at that one. So it's 2-2. Nagy's working on a double. Gordern trying to start a strike. Atta baby! Oh, boy. Took that 5-pin a while to get bashed and brushed the 9 off, but he got it. And now it's 3-2, Gordern leading, but Nagy working on a double. With our referee, Johnny Claris, this fellow holds the all-time ABC doubles title, 1,453 pins. There it is. The crowd here really appreciative. Great bowlers in action. Now 3-3. And this fellow who was discharged from the Navy 2 years ago today, Ronnie Gordern, the Brooklyn. Both men alive for the $5,000 jackpot. The right to go to the second game for $65,000. 1954, this fellow was the champion of the BPA All-Star, averaging 210 for 100 games. Gonna have to mix him up a lot. Oh! Steve Nagy scratches his head in amazement. He didn't think he had enough to carry back for the 5. What a mixer. Ronnie Gordern after the turkey. Ooh, a pretty good hit, a little bit thin, and he couldn't carry the 7. So now, Gordern cannot get the jackpot. Nagy with 2 more strikes will pick up $6,000. $5,000 for the jackpot, $1,000 for winning the game. Jackpot winner, automatic winner of a game. 5 in a row! Now Ronnie Gordern, who was in the Navy 4 years as a first-class radar man, trying to find the sights. He's high. The 6-pin sticks on him. It's now 5-4. So let's sit back and watch Steve Nagy, who is this year captain of the World Championship team.
Take it, Milton.
congratulate you on winning the $5,000 first game. I have the check here for $5,000. You hold it. Don't leave. And I want to wish you, Ronnie, he's only 24 years old, and I want to wish you better luck next time. And I have a check here for $250, and with it, a box of Phillies, lovely, what are they? Phillies Panatellas. They're the best. And Laurie, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's give a big hand to Ronnie. Happy smoking. Thank you very much, Laurie. Laurie Brady, this is Steve Nagy. And Laurie, you can go back to the dressing room now. And remember, don't open the door for anyone unless they say the password. It's me, Milton. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I want to congratulate you. This is the first time the jackpot has been hit in, the first game, $5,000. Now I have $5,000 here. I gave it to you. And then you get also $1,000 for winning the game. Now, you take it. In just a few minutes, you're going to challenge our king of the hill, Earl Johnson, for a giant jackpot tonight worth $65,000. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Nagy. Let's give him a big hand. Rest up, Steve. Oh, what a night. What a night. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's an exciting Christmas gift idea for your last-minute shopping. Why not use a Brunswick Ball gift certificate right here to give a new custom-added fitted Brunswick ball? You can get it wherever Brunswick is sold.
Hello, friend. I'd like to bowl a few lines.
Brought your own bowling pins?
Why, sure. Folks who know the score know you get more action from these pins. See that big red crown that goes all around? It's a Red Crown Dura-King made by Brunswick.
More people are bowling against red crowns than any other pins. So look for them. Red Crown Dura-Kings by Brunswick.
Yes, this is it. Don't forget, you may obtain this gift certificate at any Brunswick dealer. I suppose, ladies and gentlemen, you're all wondering why I changed into this sweater. Well, this gentleman that I'm about to introduce now is a very, very well-known gentleman for wearing one of these sweaters, sort of a trademark for this man. So I wanted him to feel right at home out here, especially since he's a very, very dear friend of mine, and I didn't want him to be embarrassed. So here he is, one of our brightest new young comedians, that erudite intellectual, America's sweater boy, Mort Sahl, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Mort, I love that sweater you're wearing. Looks exactly like a suit. What is this bit?
You know me, Milton. I'm a nonconformist. I always get dressed to go bowling.
Well, what do you do when you take a shower? You wear a tuxedo?
Doesn't everyone?
Let's forget it, Mort. I'm very, very happy that you came on our show, and I want to welcome you to Jackpot Bowling tonight.
Thank you, Milton. And now that I'm here, what'll we talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Anything but politics.
Good night, folks.
No. Incidentally, Mort, I understand that you're opening Thursday night at the Crescendo here in Hollywood. Is that right?
Right.
Very lovely place, too.
That's right. In fact, Milton, I reserved 2 seats for you.
Oh, that's nice.
On a bus to San Diego.
Very fine. What are you worried about? What can I steal from you? Your Freudian slips? Besides, Mort, we are completely different. I mean, your style of humor appeals to the people who read newspapers, and mine to those who deliver them. I mean, my style is from the old comedy school. I mean, not the new school, like Shelley Berman and Bob Newhart.
Who?
Shelley Berman and Bob Newhart. That's the new school of comedian.
Oh, sorry, Milton. The only comedians I'm familiar with are Red Skelton and Bob Hope.
Who? Well, all I can say is, Mort, and I hope that you're a bigger hit here at the Crescendo as you were at the... Where were you in New York? At the Copa in New York. I think you should be a very big hit here.
Thank you. I hope so, too, because I prefer working out here in California.
Do you?
Oh, of course. There's one thing you can get in New York that you can't get out here.
What's that?
Mugged in Central Park, right? Right.
And another thing, out here you can continue with your movie career, like the part you played in the picture, All the Young Men. You did a great job in it.
Thank you.
Man, I don't know if you know this,
Yeah?
but I was up for the same part, and I can't understand why I didn't get it.
Probably because of the title.
All the Young Men. Don't start up with me, Mort. Remember, I have jokes that are older than you. Yeah, so you just be careful. You know what I mean?
It's your fault.
What do
You
you
wanted
mean,
to
my
talk
fault?
about me.
Yeah?
I wanted to talk about politics.
But why must you always talk about politics? Why?
It's a fascinating subject. I like to discuss things on an intellectual plane.
Really?
I've been interested in politics since I was 12.
Big deal. When Kennedy was only 11, he was a senator. Look, Mort, the reason that I asked you over here is to roll a ball for your favorite charity. And you know, you've seen the show, haven't you?
Yeah.
Are you a good bowler?
I don't think so.
Oh, don't worry. You have a 50-50 chance.
So did Nixon, but it didn't help.
Funny line. Too bad I didn't say it.
You will.
Well, this will help you. Oh, I didn't know you could ad lib. Well, this is going to help your favorite charity because we start you off with one ball. You throw one ball down the lane,
Yes.
and you get $500 for the one ball. And for every pin you knock down, you get $50 extra. Understand? So
Yeah,
it might amount to $1,000. And by the way, Mort, what is your favorite charity?
The City of Hope, Milton.
That's a very worthy cause. Now, you come with me. I don't know whether you're applauding because he said City of Hope or the name Hope was in it. Okay. No, I'm not sensitive. Now, you grab a ball here, step over the... Yes, you do now. You know how to bowl?
Bowling shoes on. I'm afraid not.
Would you rather bowl a book? Ladies and gentlemen, Mort Sahl, bowling for his favorite charity, the City of Hope. Lots of good luck, Mort. It looks pretty good. Oh, get down! Nice. Wonderful, Mort. Whoa! You did it. You knocked down 9 balls, so that's $50 times 9 is $450 extra added to the $500 we originally gave you. That makes $950 for your very wonderful charity, the City of Hope. And I want to thank you, Mort Sahl, and we were watching you tomorrow night on NBC's great show, Thriller. And Thursday night, I'll see you at the Crescendo here in Hollywood, in the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, Mort Sahl. Let's give him a big hand. Thank you very much. And now, in about 1 minute, we're going to start our giant jackpot tonight worth $65,000. But first, I'd like you to join me over here at the cigar counter where Chick Hearn is waiting. I got to get out of this sweater. Who's got my jacket? Sal, you got my jacket?
Why not? I am a star. I smoke Miracle Mile Phillies Panatellas.
You're a Hollywood star?
What do I look like, a moose trainer? I am beloved because I give Phillies Panatellas to all my friends.
Really?
And even to people I like.
Well, tell me something. Why Phillies Panatellas?
Because Miracle Mile Phillies Panatellas are mild enough for all smokers.
That's true.
And others who smoke.
Do you like the shape?
We have nice shapes in this Hollywood place.
Wonderful shape, terrific taste. Slim, trim, modern Phillies Panatellas. 5 for $39. Best-selling Panatellas in the USA. Pick up a 5-pack tomorrow. Isn't that right?
Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the feature attraction of the evening for $65,000. With our PA off here at the Hollywood Legion Lanes, Johnny Clare is our official referee, and here from Chicago, our king of the hill, Earl Johnson. Earl won $2,000 last week. He's 32 years old, 6 feet, 165 pounds. Come on, let's everybody get $65,000 tonight. And now, the amazing Steve Nagy, who just made his wife Helen and Sandra Fay very happy with a $6,000 win for Christmas after $65,000. Oh, yes. Went into a beautiful strike. Earl Johnson moved to Chicago from Tacoma, Washington in 1954. He is this year's Northern California Open champion. Get it up. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Oh, you got to talk to him once in a while. Now, Steve Nagy after the double. Bowler of the Year twice. There it is. Oh, a solid hit. And that 10-pin wouldn't go. So it's 2-1. the end of 2. Man, these guys have got their range tonight, it looks like, and we're going for $65,000 that's available to both of them for stringing out 6 in a row on Jackpot Bowling.
Come on to that 4-pin.
Johnson's got a big turkey up. Nagy with a current average in St. Louis of 204. Trying to start his string. The mixer. That's right where he started his string in the previous game at the 3rd. Now, Earl Johnson finished 14th in the ABC singles competition this year. 14th out of about 30,000 men, and that's great. After 4 in a row. Come on, Earl. Too high. Well, he cannot get the jackpot now. He has finished his 4th frame on our 9-frame match. Steve Nagy's looking for the double. He's had 33 300 games. Look at that guy bowl. Out of his last 10 frames, Nagy has now had 9 strikes. All right, let's concentrate on Earl Johnson. All Chicagoland first team, All-American second team. Mix it up. These fellows are getting tremendous action tonight. Both of them throwing a beautiful ball. Nagy throws the Easter grip, 5-step semi-roller. Looking for 3 in a row. No, he did not get it. So, our jackpot has just gone to $70,000 for next week. Thurm Gibson of Detroit, Lou Campy of Dumont, New Jersey, will be here to contest for it against the winner of this match. Earl Johnson, looking for his 5th strike of this game, and he's got it. He takes a big lead now. At the end of 5.5. 5-3. Steve Nagy, 1954 BPA All-Star champion. His biggest thrill. Beautiful hit. 5-4. These fellows rolling strikes. We hope you enjoy it. Chick Hearn speaking to you from California on Jackpot Bowling. And here's Earl Johnson. 4th in the Paramus this year in New Jersey. He dropped it. He knew it. Got over on the ball and couldn't get it up. So now, Nagy trying to catch up. Trying to become our king of the hill. His high sanctioned series, 831 for 3 games. So we got a score of 5-5. We're in the 8th. And remember, if we're tied through 9, we'll go to sudden death overtime. Earl Johnson, a former corporal in the Army. There it comes. Wasn't that a good-looking ball? Earl Johnson, married to Nancy, have son Craig and Earl at home. And now here's Steve Nagy, who at one time in sanctioned bowling had 29 strikes in a row that included 2 successive 300 games. Well, there you see standing the 4 and the 8. And at the end of 8, our king of the hill, Earl Johnson, leads 6-5. If he strikes now, it's all over. He can hang Nagy out to dry right here, but Nagy will take $6,000 with him. Let's see what happens. A good hit, but the 4-pin remains, and Steve Nagy comes off the deck. He has to strike. If he does not strike, it's all over. That's it. Our king of the hill remains. Earl Johnson winning it 6-5. Take it, Milton.
Oh, boy. Steve, congratulations on winning it. Oh, boy. $70,000. That's our giant jackpot, ladies and gentlemen, for next week, $70,000. And it looks like the sky's the limit. Some lucky bowler's going to really hit it soon. Steve, may I tell you, gentlemen, the both of you, that this was the tightest giant jackpot match we ever had. And I'm awfully sorry that you didn't win tonight. Tell me, what would you think was the turning point in the game? A certain frame or something?
Well, when I got the 3rd one,
Yeah.
I dropped the ball.
You dropped.
But the other time I dropped a tune, I got a strike, so I think it made up for it.
Well,
it's not too bad.
Well, it's not too bad, but you're really a great bowler, and too bad. Maybe sometime in the future. And now here's your check. Just a minute, I'm so nervous. Here's your check for $250, and Laurie Brady has some Phillies blunts for you, and you're really a big smoker. So let's give a great hand, ladies and gentlemen, to a great champ, Steve Nagy. And a classy guy, too. Well, Earl, you're still our king of the hill for next week. And now, I'll be with you in a minute. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's an exciting Christmas gift idea for your last-minute shopping. Why not use a Brunswick Bowler's gift certificate to give a new customatic fitted bowling ball? You can get it wherever Brunswick is sold.
It's too tight. Help! Help!
I told him it was too tight. He needs a Brunswick ball with customatic fit. Exclusive customatic fitting lets you action test your ball before you buy. Get a lifetime guarantee against defects in materials and workmanship. And Brunswick offers the widest selection of bowling bags and shoes, too. So you and your family always bowl Brunswick. The champions do.
Yes, that's actually right. This is it. Don't forget, you may obtain this gift certificate at any Brunswick dealer. Well, congratulations on winning again tonight, still retaining the King of the Hill, being the king. I'd like to give you a check, but first I'd like to ask you, as I've asked every King of the Hill so far, is there some little bit of advice that you can give our millions of sports enthusiasts about bowling? You know, some personal little tip on the game?
Could I use a bowling ball?
I should say, sure, we use a bowling ball. Ladies and gentlemen, our King of the Hill, Earl Johnson's getting a bowling ball. Give us a description. Yes, sir. What are you going to do?
Most bowlers, beginner bowlers, when they pick a ball off the rack, they just grab it by all three holes at the same time, which isn't right because you never get the same grip. What they should do is either put their thumb in first and then their fingers, or else the fingers in first and then the thumb. That way they always get the same grip.
Oh, wonderful. And the grip is the very important thing.
That's most important.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, take it from a champion. He should know. Well, tonight you won $1,000. Let's see, $1,000 less taxes. Means you owe us $1.85. I'm fooling. Here's your check. Here's your check for $1,000, and you won $1,000 last week, right? $2,000 last. Well, this is $2,000 altogether. Well, with it, with a box of Phillies, blunts, Laurie, and thank you very much, Laurie. And you're going to be with us again next week. Thank you very much. Big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for Earl Johnson, our King of the Hill, again for next week. Well, that's about it. That about wraps it up. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Lou Campy will meet Thurm Gibson in the first game. The winner to challenge our King of the Hill, undefeated in the second match, for the giant jackpot next week of $75,000. The highest sports jackpot in television history. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the makers of Philly cigars and from the Brunswick Corporation and from everyone associated with Jackpot Bowling, may we all wish you and yours a very, very Merry Christmas. Good night, and bless you. Good night, Vicki. Good night. Good night, everyone. Night, Ruth. Night, Vic.
Jackpot Bowling, starring Milton Berle, has been brought to you by Brunswick, the leader in recreation, education, health, and defense. And by Phillies Perfecto, extra size, rich taste. Phillies, America's #1 cigar. From the Hollywood Legion Lanes, this is Chick Hearn speaking.